So yesterday I shared a little bit about how coherence is one of the most important things in my life right now. So this is what I'm striving for at the moment, to have this perfect coherence between what I do, what I feel, what I think. And I shared also that my ex-lover inspired me a lot with this. And I finished the video saying, okay, but what was he doing? Like, how was he managing to have this coherence? What I noticed was that while I was concerned with vitality, willpower, other aspects that are also important, he was very focused on his heart. That was his biggest priority. He was fascinated by the power of the heart. So all his practice was to focus on the present moment, to open his heart more and more, and to follow it, to kind of gain this wisdom and intelligence that only can come from the heart. Exactly as if the heart is his inner compass in life. And for me, that I'm very mental and I always think that I can, schedule and book things and all with the mind. Yeah, not always works. I always prioritize the mind, and I think that this type of intelligence is the thing, I was fascinated by observing how actually his intelligence was coming much more from the heart than from the mind. And this made me go out and search about it. And I found out so many articles and so many scientific studies about heart and mind coherence. From this research, I would like to recommend you very much the HeartMath Institute. So they have over 30 years of experience studying the interactions between the mind and the heart. And also they develop programs and courses and also these biofeedback devices. One of them is even called Inner Balance, and I tried it once. And they explain very well how the heart activity influences the brain function and how we can create this type of coherence. And what I discovered is that coherence is a state of optimal function. So when we manage to reach this state of coherence, everything starts to work better. Our entire body works better. Of course, our brain starts to work better, we feel better, and also we manage to perform better. And they really have studies that you can consult on their website that show how reaching this state of coherence really gives you much more mental clarity, emotional stability, improves cognitive function. So they make it very clear the benefits that you can gain from it. And also by doing this research, I figured out that one of the benefits that we can say it in a very simple way is that this heart coherence makes us feel whole. And when I read this, because some people are scientists and this kind of numbers and studies and things, they speak a lot to them. This is how they believe in it, how they give it credibility, how they get fascinated by it. I'm not like that. Like, I'm a very simple person. I use other things, like there are other things that speak to my heart. And for me, it was exactly when I read that one of the benefits, stated in a very simple way, was that it was capable of making me feel whole. And for me, that touched me much more than any kind of scientific la. I realized that this was what I was admiring in this guy. Because that state of coherence was making me perceive him as whole. And I have a deep longing for that. So this is what I wanted to share with you, and I totally recommend you to investigate more, because like I said, I'm not really a scientist or someone that has credibility to explain you all these things. So what I can do is to recommend you websites and places where you can go with people that actually have the credibility to do that, and then you can see for yourself, and you can also try it in a practical way, because that's what I do. This is how I validate these things, not because I understand what they are talking about, many of the things I don't, but because I try it and they work. Being Tantra science of life, of course it explains the theory so that I can understand, but it gives me the methods to validate that for myself. And for me, this is the best thing. I don't have to have a very intellectual capacity or scientific mind to understand what they are talking about, but I can understand enough to then practice, focus on the purpose of that technique or method, and then fully experience that for myself. And being able to come here and explain to you from my heart how I feel it and how I live it. Feeling whole, it's simple, but it means a lot to me. So if you feel inspired, check it out. And also check the biofeedback products that exist, not because we need to buy them. I mean, they are also expensive, so I don't think that is at all a requirement to be able to meditate or to do spiritual practice. But I have to say it was interesting to have the feedback, to actually have metrics to be able to know my level of coherence at the moment, and also to see the evolution, like a training in the beginning. I think this can be useful if you have the opportunity and resources to buy one. If not, also they are not needed, and being a tantric, having a tantric attitude, there's nothing better as a biofeedback, let's call it, than life itself. So thank you so much, and I see you tomorrow for more. I know my hair looks funny, but I am getting a bit desperate not knowing what to do with it. I shaved my head 1 year and some months ago, and I will make a video also sharing that experience. I shaved twice actually, so far, and now it's growing back, but it's in this state that I have absolutely no idea what to do with it because it's just coming on my face. So I will appear with a bit funny hair styles. But I hope you're enjoying the videos. Thank you so much, and I see you tomorrow.